welcome our newest Texas Sports Hall of Fame legend, Doug English.
Thank you, Brad, and thank you, members of the selection committee. I hope you've all gotten those checks to the bank. I don't know how else I would be here. Actually, there is another way I'd be here, and the only way I could possibly be up here today is from good coaching. And I think that this wonderful place, this beacon, let me get poetic, from the stormy seas of bad sports into good sports, this place, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, is a testament to coaching. Certainly every good thing that's happened to me came from coaching. And so I think everyone at this head table and everybody out there that's ever played a sport will agree with me that your life's been touched and molded and made and inspired by good coaching. And so, I accept this with great pride, but I accept it on behalf of all the good coaches I've had. Started with Ann and Lowell English, who were pretty good coaches. I think my dad would have made a pretty good middle linebacker, actually. But then I've got a bunch of coaches come in all shapes and forms and places, like parenting and friends and teammates. For example, bunch of my high school teammates are sitting back there. Boys came down from Dallas. When I got to Bryan Adams, as my old coach Pat Patterson used to say, I was mainly elbows and Adam's apple. And I was kind of dorky and trying to play football. I've been trying since the 5th grade, hadn't made the starting team yet. And but these guys were all really seasoned and good athletes. They got their athletic ability early. And it would have been real easy to say, oh, who's the tall, skinny kid, back of the line. But they took me in and gave me confidence and helped me figure it out. And then were and still are my dearest friends and supporters as good things continued to happen. And I received better and better coaching. Then I get to Texas, and I'm kind of new to the scene, and I was surprised to be recruited by Texas. It worked for Coach Royal, Edith, and Coach Patterson, and who took a chance on me and helped me every step of the way. And many of my Texas teammates are here. I've seen. Haven't been able to find you, but guys, thanks for being here and coming down from all these places. And then I got to Detroit, of all places. And sure enough, like angels, these coaches stepped forward at every step of my career to be the right person at the right place, the right time. And I owe everything to these coaches. And coaches, as I said, come in a lot of different shapes and forms. The first person I met in Detroit was the then assistant equipment manager, Danny Jarosowicz, who became the equipment manager and now runs Ford Field, and he flew down along with Ryan Hackworth from the Lions. And I met them at the hotel, and sure enough, my dearest, closest teammate walks in right behind him, Al Bubba Baker. If you haven't seen him, wave your hand, Al. Let me tell you something. Talk about a good coach. How about a 19-year-old rookie that went to the Pro Bowl his first year? How'd you like to line up next to that? It was great. I mean, they were more worried about him than they were me. That's how I got to the Pro Bowl. But Big Al came all the way down here from Cleveland to be here, and that means so much to me. And again, you're not only a dear friend and teammate, but you're a coach also, and helped mold me. I'll tell you one quick coaching story that's one of my favorites that some of you heard. My family's heard it. My first start was my sophomore year. It was Oklahoma. I was a little concerned about that. And I was just turned 19 and came down that long tunnel into that wall of light and sound that you hit in the Cotton Bowl. And it was deafening in a bright, typical October Texas day. And I think Coach Patterson was down there waiting on me. And I stepped out of that tunnel and I heard and saw all that. And I looked over at Coach Patterson and he takes his hat off and scratches his head and says, "Well, this ain't no place for a timid man, is it?" And trotted out on the field. I got that. The right place, the right man, the right time. I also failed to mention Roosevelt Leaks, who's not only a mentor and coach of mine, but he's a hero of mine. Roosevelt had the courage to come to Texas when a lot of people were trying to say, most of them were recruiting against us, tried to say that Texas was racist when we're not. And Roosevelt, I think, was one of the first really highly recruited player to say, "Hey, I'm not afraid. I don't buy that," and came. And except for a knee injury, we'd have 2 Heisman Trophy winners in the room, I'll promise you. My dear friend Earl Campbell and Roosevelt Leaks. So all of you and so many more, the rest of my family mentored me and coached me. Oh, I even have 2 teachers here, if you can believe that. My 2 favorite teachers, I will say. Well, I will just say this. One who got married, who broke my heart, got married over Christmas vacation my senior year. I refused to call her by her married name. Always affectionately known as Miss Anderson, and then Mrs. Maddox, that's probably the only really hard course I ever made straight A's in. You talk about a good coach, Miss Maddox was the one. So all of you are coaches, all of you can mold lives and touch people in ways you'll never know until maybe 40 years later, you're sitting out there and listening to them babble on about what a great honor it is. But believe me, the honor is mine, but the credit goes to you, my coaches, family, and friends. Thank you.